What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the Weekly Square Gamers podcast, where two dudes talk video games. And I'm your host. I'm Legendary Mike, also known as Mike Soto. And we got Pedro, the fucking man, Mariball. Pedro, do you not realize this is our 20th episode, brother? 20th episode? We've been doing this for, what, 4 months, 5 months now, bro?
Yeah, man, it's almost half a year. Hopefully the 4 people that listen to us have heard some growth. If you haven't, we promise to grow more in the coming months. We appreciate y'all listening to it, because I would hate to be talking on this mic to Mike for no reason. So thank you for those of you that do listen, and I'm super excited to do more.
I kind of feel that we do a decent job of conveying the message of consumer, how it affects us as not only gamers but as consumers too, because we're games are $60, consoles are $300, $400. So we had to make smart decisions, and not a lot of us have time. But this is what we do. We talk video games, we research, we're on the internets, and it's an exciting time for us, Pedro. Are you excited for Mass Effect coming out on March 22nd?
Man,
or 21st?
We're getting release dates at the yin yang. We're hype about the Switch. CES just started. This is pretty exciting.
So let's jump right into Mass Effect Andromeda, guys. March 21st in North America on PS4, Windows, and Xbox One. Damn. Excuse me, guys. This is pretty sick because, just last week, Pedro and I were talking about it. We were expecting this later towards the end of the year, maybe summer going into autumn time, end August, October, maybe late October.
Yep.
But no, it's already here. In what, like 64 days? This is exciting. They released a new trailer this morning. I suggest you guys go look at the trailer. The game looks amazing, and in true fanboy fashion, people are out there fucking talking shit already. Guys, shut your fucking mouth. The game is not even out yet. You haven't even got your hands on the game yet. Just relax. Let Mass Effect, let BioWare do what they do best and put out quality games, because I don't think there's ever been a game that I actually truly didn't think was worth $60 from BioWare that I've bought. Pedro, do you see what the people are saying? They're saying they're bashing the skill lines already. They're bashing some of this. They feel like some of the story isn't going to be fleshed out as they wanted to. Their characters,
I don't know where they're getting this from.
Lame.
I mean, we've only seen bits and pieces of the game, and I mean, it's really only things that they want us to see. I'm not worried about it. I want to go on a media blackout on it anyway, because this is one of those games that people are just going to be way too nitpicky about everything. I mean, we saw this last year with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which by all intents and purposes I hear was a great campaign, but it just didn't get its just due because the public perception just wasn't there, man. And I hope that doesn't happen with Mass Effect. So I think that we should just, kind of, like you say, chill out. Wait for the game to come out and kind of experience it on our own. This is something to the akin to like a Star Wars movie or a Batman movie or something that's important to the nerd masses that we belong to, where people hold this game near and dear to their hearts, and they want it to be something great, and they want it to be something that's going to be game of the year quality. And if they feel like the stuff that they're given, they feel like it's not up to par, they're going to complain about it. The problem is you're about 2 months too early to start complaining. I think that people should, like you said, chill out and let BioWare do its thing.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, it's because at the end of the day, they're the one making the game, not us. And people just need to realize if they're trying to do something, let them do it. And and if it ends up failing, BioWare will fix it. They fucking completely fixed the last ending. Like, they completely redid a whole ending for the fucking fanboys. So it's...
They
So
made
I
you
don't
pay
know why
for
people are
it,
getting
though.
so upset. Well, yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, they went and did it. They went and did it. They didn't have to do it. I was fine with the ending, to be quite honest with you. It's just one of those. Well, I'm also one of those guys that prefer to like dig for answers. I also like being left with more questions. You understand what I'm saying? I find that intriguing. That a game will leave you with more questions than they answered, which is
Yeah.
not everyone's like that. Not everyone's like that.
It's like a
I'm
good
okay with
TV
that.
show.
Just for the simple. Yeah, exactly. It's speculation, and that's part fun of the game is, especially when you think about it, you're looking at progressing through a game. You're like, oh fuck, this is the new skill I'm gonna unlock. I wonder what it's gonna be like. I wonder if it's gonna do this. It says it's gonna throw a big fireball, but is it gonna throw a big fireball, or is it gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That little mechanic in games like this is, the unknown. It's learning and experiencing the game, and they can't just not do that.
Yeah.
But Pedro, I'm just excited, bro. March 21st. I'm thinking probably the beta, maybe beginning of March, maybe, or a demo, maybe like a horde mode type demo. You think they're gonna pull that off, or are you just gonna push the game out without a demo?
I would push it out without a demo. There's no need for it. I mean, this is you know what I mean. Just rest on your laurels. Do what id Software did with Doom and say, look, we got a good game on our hands. Just trust us and just push the game out. Work for them.
Well, yeah, I mean, shit. But this is BioWare talking, so BioWare will do. BioWare will do BioWare. They haven't failed me yet, at least. Unlike some fucking people like Nintendo, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a little hyped for Nintendo talk. But guys, we're gonna go right into the next one. Microsoft, guys. Pedro and I talked about Microsoft last week, and being Microsoft, they are getting a little cocky, which is fine because right now the Microsoft branch or Xbox branch of Microsoft is doing really well. I mean, the games are awesome. The Xbox One S is running great. It's doing well. Granted, it didn't sell as well over this holiday season, which I know Pedro's the numbers guy. He'll hit us with the numbers. But Pedro, you think it's too soon that they're going out talking about they're declaring this coming year, this year of the Scorpio, like they're gonna probably try to basically tell us that they're fucking taking over the market. And am I reading that wrong? Am I feeling that wrong, or is this Phil Spencer going, look, guys, this is our year?
I mean, they're just saying it's the year of the Scorpio because for Microsoft it is the year of the Scorpio. You know what I mean? I mean, it's even Phil Spencer said in a reply to someone saying, "Can we get one tweet about the year of the Scorpio? You have to be totally excited to unleash the beast." He said, "Going to be a good year. Work to do on games, platform, Xbox Live, and hardware. Fun times. I'm waiting to hype until we show the games." He's playing it smart. He's being cool about this entire thing. Wait till you show us something, and then get hype. It's the year of the Scorpio from Microsoft, regardless if we think it sucks or not, because the Scorpio's coming out. Just like it's the year of the Switch for Nintendo. But that doesn't mean that they are saying this is going to be the year of the Scorpio and everything else is just going to be trash. It's just them saying Scorpio's coming out this year from Microsoft. That's all they care about.
Oh man, I like digging into this little stuff like this because apparently this holiday season PS4 beats Xbox again in Amazon. It's making me want to go buy an Xbox just so I can be one of the numbers that actually proved everyone wrong, because Xbox One is a good console. And I'm waiting to pull the trigger. And there's a lot of good games I want to play. But with the new Scorpio coming out, I mean, granted, Pedro, it is a bigger, more powerful 4K device. I do believe that the Scorpio will do 4K a lot better than the PS4 Pro does. You in agreement there, or do you think it's going to be a fair game?
I damn sure hope so, man. I mean, the PS4 Pro doesn't really do 4K. It does like 2K at best. So it's not native 4K. Yeah, I hope they can do better than that.
Okay, because I mean, I'm really. We also talked about last week about the how you know, Xbox and Project and Scorpio needs to be like the headline for 4K because of all the stuff going on in 4K world right now with the upcoming OLEDs and 4Ks going on sale this coming season. I call it income tax season because people are going to be out there buying it. So I mean, it's good to see some friendly competition, and I'm excited to see the Scorpio. Granted, we don't have a release date for that at all, do we?
No, the Scorpio doesn't have a release date, but we should get something before E3 though, in terms of what it looks like, specs, etc., etc.
Well, that's another interesting thing. I'm looking forward to that, bro. I might just hold off for the Scorpio, so you're gonna have to hold your horses on the whole Gears of War 4 until I can play it on 4K TV.
I would have. Honestly, I would have bought an Xbox One S this year had it not been for the fact that the Scorpio's coming out, in a couple months. I would have purchased one over the holiday season and then just sold you my original Xbox for the low. But
motherfucker,
it just
I don't want your use and abuse Xbox.
It just wasn't. It wasn't feasible because I knew the Xbox Scorpio's coming out, so I'll be in line with you, copping one. Well, hopefully,
bro, yeah,
I might just order it online.
I don't want your hand-me-downs, bro. I don't want your hand-me-downs. I want the new and greatest. I want to live on the cutting edge, Mister. But
sure,
Pedro,
sure you do.
Pedro, CES, bro, 2017 started today. You being the techie guy, the tech geek of the group, is there anything really interesting going on in CES? Because I was reading some new I want to say I think it was Amazon like Home or Amazon Droid or whatever the hell that was. Other than that, is there anything really going on?
Yeah, man. So for CES, you're gonna expect a lot of quirky devices, a lot of devices that won't come to fruition, and then some really, really, really nice stuff. For example, Dell just dropped an 8K monitor for $5,000. That's meant for pros and people who like luxury televisions. Sony announced their foray into OLED. Samsung has their QLED TV, which is supposedly better than OLED display, but has better colors, faster refresh rates, much thinner as well. The TV is so thin that it has an outer box that you can put inside your entertainment system, and that actually acts kind of like an HDMI switch. You can connect your devices to that, which I think is a pretty smart idea. It comes with a transparent cable that goes down from the TV to the box that you can kind of run on your wall, and you won't be able to see it because, of course, it's transparent. Super interesting, super dope. That's the Q series of Samsungs. They'll be out this year. LG released their new version of OLED. Nothing serious there. Sony, once again, they released theirs. They also released a 70-inch projector for $25,000, which looks pretty dope.
Is that the laser?
Razer came out with a gaming laptop that has a trifold screen, which means when you pull the two flaps out, it turns into a triple screen laptop, and the laptop weighs 12 pounds. Super powerful machine for gamers or professionals that need to edit and things like that on the go. Super ugly though.
That's crazy.
There have been
3 screens.
4 more. There have been 3 new formats of HDR. HDR is as always is the latest and greatest when it comes to gaming, as they say, especially if you purchase a Xbox One S. HDR gaming is the way to go there, especially with the way games like 2K17 and Forza look. So we're looking at 4 new standards: HDR10, which is the one that's out right now, Dolby Vision, HLG, and Advanced HDR. Each one of these has partnered with a television manufacturer. HDR, of course, has been out right now. That was been created by Sony and Samsung as a way to not pay Dolby for the fees for their version of HDR, which is ironic because the new OLED Sonys use Dolby Vision HDR. So that's going to be very interesting and very annoying for us consumers to figure out which HDR is better, if it'll work with the existing consoles. Do you need to do a software update, etc., etc.? And that's just the beginning, man. Like you said, there are tons of devices that have Alexa integration, which is Amazon's artificial intelligence. We're looking at Alexa powered refrigerators, Alexa powered televisions. So now you can, buy a 4K TV and actually use your remote control to say, "Hey Alexa, play, the latest SpongeBob television show." And then just play the latest SpongeBob off of Hulu or whatever the case may be. Play this movie off of Amazon or play this song. Or you could just order a Domino's pizza off your TV using Alexa, which is super dope. They've partnered with companies like TCL and Hisense, so it's really not, it's not a Samsung, it's not an LG, it's not a Sony that they're partnering with. But regardless, there are TVs with Alexa in it. They do have all of LG's new line of appliances have Alexa integration. So now you can have your refrigerator with a need to buy list. Oh, we need milk, we need this, we need that, etc., etc. And if you have Amazon Prime with Amazon Fresh, you can actually have those items delivered to you, as you order them on the little screen, which is super dope. Other than that, you're gonna see some drones, some VR stuff, but this is mostly TVs and sound, and computers for CES. There'll be more next week, but for now, that's what they've announced.
So you're just talking about the whole the Alexa thing. Now, how does that compare to Cortana and Google?
And the Google
is it any
Assistant?
better?
It's better because it's more fully fleshed out. It's got 50 different applications it could tie into. It ties into all of the streaming services for television, a ton of streaming services for music. Your Spotify's, your Google Play Music's, your Amazon Music's. Doesn't do Apple Music yet, I don't believe. It does do, your Netflix, your Amazon movies, your Crunchyrolls, etc., etc. So you can be able to kind of talk to it and tell it that. It does also work with other appliances, of course. It does work with the Philips Hue, so you can control your lights. It's more fully fleshed out. It's a better assistant right now too. When you ask it questions, it does answer you properly. Google Assistant just came out this year, so they're a little behind the curve, but that does not mean that they can't make the proper partnerships to get Google Assistant out there. Sony hasn't adopted Alexa. They're actually going with every TV that they have is going with the Google Android TV with the Google Assistant, which will be updated later this year to support those televisions. So Google is still in the game. It may have lost this first half though, because Alexa looks to be infiltrating our consumer products.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty dope. I'm actually reading an article now where they talked about LG launching a new refrigerator, which you talked about. They also talked about unveiling a lawn mowing robot, bro. Like, are you kidding me? That works with Alexa?
Yeah, I mean,
They,
again,
they,
that might not come to fruition. That's just something weird and quirky that CES does. So
that's pretty crazy shit. I mean, fuck, they got robots that sweep and mop for you. Now they're gonna have a robot that lawnmower. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of fat people in America, bro.
yeah, I mean, we have a lot of fat people in America right now, so that's not gonna change.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, fucking thanks for the fucking rundown for all the non techie guys. You heard it here. Pedro's a master analyst when it comes to this tech stuff. He's actually the one that helps me buy all my phones and crazy shit. He explains it all to me. But we don't have much else for you, but we do want to talk about a Nintendo Switch. That is supposed to be announced here. They have a big, huge event coming on January the 13th.
Yep. Next week.
I feel like Nintendo's gonna probably prove us wrong, Pedro. I'm leaning towards wrong. We have a lot of animosity or a lot of bad, taste in our mouths because of what Nintendo Wii and all the other things they've done. But if they do this right, this would be pretty amazing. Like, granted, we have 7 days next week. So next week we will have an actual Switch. We will see what Switch is about, see what it's, see what's ticking inside of it, see what games are coming, see if it's actually what we want it to be. I mean, because not all of us are into mobile, but mobile gaming is a lot of fun. I'm sorry. Mobile games is a lot of fun. And the event's supposed to be on January 13th. Friday. It's on a Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. So that's kind of late for you guys. Well, late for us at least. It's like midnight for us. Is there anything you want to add about this, Pedro? What are you hoping to see out of this?
We'll
Switch?
probably hear about launch lineup, battery life, whether or not it comes with a camera. Accessories, etc., etc. That's really what we're going to hear about. I'm more interested in seeing what the games look like. They have to kind of sell us on the fact that it's a little underpowered. They're going to have to sell us on the fact that, graphically, it's not going to be as good mobily as it will on the dock. They got to do a lot of selling when it comes to those supposed rumors that came out, man. They either got to squash those or let us know, look, this is why we're doing it. This is what you're going to get out of it. Don't worry about it. The drop in performance when it's not in the docking station is not that dramatic, etc., etc. There's a lot of people that are, acting or reacting to the rumors in a very negative way. And I mean, we've been, I've been caught in that. You've been caught in that. And we just told the people that are reacting that way towards Mass Effect that they just need to calm down and let BioWare do their thing. I've taken that approach. I'm cautiously optimistic to see what they got to say. Hopefully Nintendo wins this back, but we'll see on the 13th.
Yeah, I mean it could be. If they deliver, bro, this could be game changing. Now price point, we talked about $300 weeks ago. $300 is where they should be, and I don't think any lower than $300 just because Nintendo can't fail, and I don't think pricing is going to be the reason they fail. It's like you said, it's going to be convincing the audience that this is a quality game or a quality game console that everyone's going to want to at least have. Like, maybe this be your second console, you know what I mean? It's one of those times where instead of playing, Destiny with me, you hop on Zelda on the Switch, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be... They have to do a good enough job.
It's got to be a console that creates buzz, man. I mean, the way we are in society now is everybody wants to be part of the conversation. So that's why you purchase or play or watch or perform some action or game or movie or TV show. It's always about being part of the conversation. If you can create buzz and create conversation around the Switch and it's positive, you're good to go. What I think is going to happen is they're going to come out with an amazing launch lineup, tell us a whole bunch of shit about how the hardware isn't really that good, but look at all these games that we're going to be out with, and people are going to be like, well, I don't really care about battery life being trash, or the fact that my games look like garbage when they're not docked, or the fact that there's no webcam on this thing, so I won't be able to stream games, or etc. Whatever else they have. I think that they're gonna say, we've got games, our games are good, come play them, you'll like them, just give us a shot, we're only $300, and then people are gonna eat that up, man. I'll eat it up. I mean, if you tell me you're coming out with a Mario, a Pokemon, a Zelda, and then a whole bunch of third-party titles coming out off rip for launch, you've won me over.
Well, yeah, and that's what it comes down to, because at the end of the day, Nintendo's never, they haven't been the powerhouse of gaming. They've always been, the console you can have the most fun on, and knowing, buying a freaking Mario game is gonna, give you that fun that you can always guarantee on their first person or first party titles being amazing.
Yeah.
But we'll see next week. Next week's show will be an amazing show. We got all the CES to talk about, and we also have the Nintendo Switch to talk about. That's going to be a blast. But we're going to go into a couple more things we want to talk about before we move on. Guys, you guys like sneakers like me? Are you a sneakerhead? Do you like Jordans? Do you like Air Forces and all that good stuff? There's actually a website called Freaker Sneaks, and there's gamified sneakers, bro. Pedro, did you get to see some of these sneakers, bro? They got a Super Nintendo Jordan, bro. A Jordan Super Nintendo 4. So it's Retro 4s, bro. Oh my God, they look sick. Did you get to look at these?
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
By any chance?
I didn't see a price on them, though, so.
No, they're all custom order, too. So I can imagine they're probably going to be anywhere from $300 to $400. But, for some sneakerhead, they will, people will spend this kind of money on an actual, like, a custom-made Jordan shoe. Granted, I don't know how that works. I tried doing an order, and my internet lagged out, and it wouldn't let me go through. But they got cool. They do everything from, they got Grinch J. They got the Grinch J's. They got Dexter's Lab J's. They got Monopoly J's. But Super Nintendo looks legit, brother. They got actual buttons on the back of the sneaker that's actually pressable. Are you kidding me? Give me a USB cord so I can play them on my. But I can play my shoes, bro. That'd be legit. Ooh, they even got Street Fighter lows, bro. Oh my God, that's so sick. And sorry guys, I'm a sneaker guy. I like sneakers. I always have. And when I seen this today posted up on a couple websites, I figured I'd bring it up because there's probably a lot of sneakerheads out there like me. Not so much everyone for price wise, but it's pretty cool. You guys know to look at them. Pretty dope. Pedro, anything you want to hit on before you take off, my man?
Nah, that's pretty much it, man. I'm excited for next week. Let's see what Nintendo's got.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, make sure you go to all our links. I'll put them down in the description in the podcast. / Facebook, Facebook / Square Gamers, and then you go to our group / Square Gamers. Check out our YouTube, our Twitch, all that good stuff. We got plenty of content planned. We're getting back in the swing of things coming out of the holidays. So, guys, make sure you check everything out coming up soon. We got to talk to you next week, guys. Peace out.
Peace.